Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DRSL Wednesday Night Warriors Series, modified series brought to you by Wichita Tire and Alignment. Dom Santino with you here back in the booth. Had a week off last week to let these drivers enjoy their Thanksgiving weekend. Hope you all enjoyed yours as well at home. We are getting ready with our practice sessions here just over 11 11 minutes left to go in the session. We will get ready to go to our pre-race invocations here in just a minute. But before we do, we're taking a look around the track here at Charlotte, and then we will send it trackside here in just 1 second. All right, we will send it down trackside here for tonight's invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, back at it here. Thank you for staying patient with me there. Had to switch a couple things around, but we now have our graphics up. We now have our overlays, I should say. We got the music working right. This was not working right to begin with, but we got it working now. And we will get back on scene here. I was trying to fix one thing, didn't do it right. But now we're going to get everything running smooth. We're good to go now, as there's still about 7 minutes left to go in practice so far. Shane Yates is not on track right now, but he has the best time at 16.214. Zach Rounds in second at 16.291. Garrett Boyd just left your screen. He's at 16.302. Colby Cooper in fourth at 16.321. Cole Newhoffen, top 5 there in practice at just over 16.3. They're going to get ready for qualifying. And like we said, we took a week off last week. So if you did not remember what happened in week number 1, it was Zach Rounds taking the overall win, Fields coming in second, and Cole Newhoffen coming across in third. Looks like we're ready to go. So we're going to start to grid them out here on the track. On the inside for Tim Simstyles, BMRS, Black Diamond Motorsports from Pittsburgh, Indiana. That's a 42 of Mason Hannigan. Starting to his outside will be D05 of Logan Andrews. Row number 2. On the inside will be the 29 of Paul Crumry, and on his outside, the 93 of Rory Collins. Row number 3 for BGI Simsport BSB from Junction City, Kansas. That's the 1 of Jacob Schmutz, and on his outside, the 007 of Jacob Fields. And starting 7th. On the inside will be the 129 of Cooper Weiss, and on his outside, not making the call right now, from Superior, Wisconsin, the 9 of Michael Stenrus. And looks like Cooper Weiss is not making the grid either, so we're going to have 7 here in this heat race. Rounding out the order will be the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. So let's get our cars on track here. See if we can get a better view. There we go. As we get ready to go with heat race number 1. See Mason Hannigan in the 42 machine there on the inside. He will be your leader to the green flag. Here we go, green flag in the air. Mason Hannigan with a great jump off the start. He's going to take the lead. 4 cars will be transferring directly to the A main. Hannigan out front. Then it's Jacob Schmutz in second. Good battle back here for Cumbry, Logan Andrews, and Schmutz back in the second, third, and fourth positions. Hannigan already out front by 0.7 of a second and pulling away. So we're working on lap 2 of 8. 4 cars here battling for 3 spots. It's Schmutz in the second spot, and then Fields and Andrews. Jacob Fields, your second place finisher, as I mentioned earlier, in week 1. We only had 3 heats in week 1. We'll see. I didn't double check the car count here in week number 2. But we are underway. 5 laps left to go, and Mason Hannigan is on a mission tonight. He's already 1.4 seconds out in front of everyone else here in the field. There's a look in 1 and 2. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Could it be Paul Crumry bringing out the caution? Let's go back and take a look. There he is in that 29 machine. Gets into the outside wall a little bit. Gets a little too sideways and gets her spun around. Looks like it might have been Rory Collins he got a piece of as well. So, it brings out our first caution of the night. We're going to go back to live action. Take a look at your leader, Mason Hannigan, who had checked out on the field by almost 2 seconds by the time that caution came out. It's still Hannigan, then Schmutz, Fields, and Logan Andrews now in that 4th place spot. That'll be the place to watch. It's the final transfer position. Jeff Fitzpatrick in the 5th spot, Rory Collins, and then Paul Crumry. So correction, it was Fitzpatrick that caught a little bit off the nose of Paul Crumry. Let's take a look, see if we can get a closer view if there's any damage to that 90 machine. It's on that right side. I think we're getting ready to go green flag racing here in just a second, though, so we're going to jump back up to Mason Hannigan. We don't want to miss this restart. Pace truck's down and away. It pulls off the backstretch. When we come out of turn 4, green flag will be back in the air. We'll have 4 laps left to go. Mason Hannigan had a great start on the initial start of the race. A pretty decent start there as well. As they head down the backstretch, there is Mason Hannigan. And you got a good battle. Schmutz and Fields battling it out for second and third as they come through 3 and 4 this time. 3 to go when they come down the finish line. Here's that second and third place battle between Schmutz and Fields. Fields has it through the middle of 1 and 2. He's going to pull away on that top side down the backstretch into 3 and 4, so he'll take over the second position. Jeff Fitzpatrick, we'll go back here and look just a little bit. He's got a battle with Logan Andrews for this last transfer spot. Andrews in that 20 car. Fitzpatrick in the 90. Here comes Andrews with a low line and mid slider through the corner. Slides it up in 4. Looks like he's got the position as he comes to the white flag. Nose to tails, they head off into 1 and 2 again. Crumry just a couple tenths of a second back after having that accident. But it looks like Mason Hannigan has this one pretty well under wraps as he'll take the heat race win. Jacob Fields comes second. Jacob Schmutz will come third. Logan Andrews holds on to that final transfer. No, Jeff Fitzpatrick gets it at the line as timing and scoring updates. Andrews will have to go through the LCQ along with Crumry. And we'll get set for heat race number 2, gridding out here on the racetrack. On the inside in the pole position for heat race number 2 is the GB Restoration and Repair from East Troy, Wisconsin, the 777 of Gary Budzine. On his outside, the 020 of Caden Batters. Row number 2 on the inside, the 66 of Mason Hamill. On his outside in 4th, the 077 or the 77 of Blaze Baker. Row number 3, starting 5th for BGI SimSport, Night Trips from Owasso, Oklahoma, 13 of Cody Kelly. To his outside, the 106 of Chase Crowder. Row number 4 on the inside, he has not made the call at this time. That would be the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV racer from Ellington, Florida, John Batista. To his outside is Zach Rounds. He has made the call. And the last one bringing up the rear, he'll probably jump up into that 4th row, is Beware Racing's Iola, Kansas Superior Builder 017 of Buddy Ware. Looks like we're about ready to go. They're going to head down the backstretch this time. Looks like Zach Rounds has jumped to the outside of row number 4. Buddy Ware will pull up to that inside row inside line of that 4th row. Green flag in the air. Here we go. And right away, Blaze Baker into the lead. Almost 3 wide through the corner that time as they come into 3 and 4 this time. You see Blazer down there on the bottom, Budzine to the top side as they come out of 4 down to complete lap number 1. You can see the slick there already showing as they enter turn 1. Look at that top side line for Budzine. Now diving to the bottom, here goes the 55 of Mason Hamill. Or 66, excuse me, my bad. Hamill working that car around the top side now here through 3 and 4. So it's Hamill, Budzine. Now dropping back to the 3rd spot is Cody Kelly, able to make that bottom line work, take over the 2nd spot. And then it's Blaze Baker, who had the early race lead, falling back to 4th. You see Budzine and Kelly trying to battle each other there in the bottom and top lines, respectively. But it's Mason Hamill out front here, working on 5 laps left to go. Let's take a look up here at your race leader. You see Cody Kelly now starting to draw near. 0.3 of a second, the difference now 2.8 or 0.28. closing down to 0.2 of a second. Can Cody Kelly make something work with now 4 laps left to go for your race leaders? Look at the pack back behind him, though. Blaze Baker up to the 3rd spot. Chase Crowder into the mix now in that 1 car. Gary Budzing now on the outside looking in the 5th spot. And he's got more pressure. Zach Rounds, Caden Bader, Buddy Ware there. John Batista has made the call. He's back there in the 9th position. He just made the start. 2 laps left to go here in heat race number 2 on the night. Can Blaze Baker, that's who we're watching right now in that 1 car, or in the 77, excuse me. Chase Crowder just got around Blaze Baker. He's now in the 3rd position. Can Baker hold on as we come to the line? Good finish. Who got it between Hamill and Kelly? I caught it there out of 4. Looks like Mason Hamill will take the win. Cody Kelly coming across in 2nd. Crowder 3rd. Baker will get that final transfer spot directly to the A main. Zach Rounds, Budzing, Ware, Baders, and Batista all headed to our LCQs. We'll get ready for heat race number 3. Getting ready on track. Let's get them gridded out here on the racetrack. Looks like they're already all in the system. Let's see. Gridding out on the racetrack in the go to stcroix.com from Naugatuck, Connecticut. That's the 17 of Christopher Monroe. The 31 appeared, or the 000 appeared on screen for a second. He's still in the system, so maybe he is going to run. We'll see. That would be the DSRL, DRN, Tim Sims, General Tires, Wicked Cushion from Raw Power Motorsports from Edmond, Oklahoma. That would be our administrator, Roger Wagner. I do believe he will drop out and not make the call, but don't stand. Yeah, actually, I will stand corrected. He will not make the call. On the inside of row number 2 would be BGI Sim Sports Paints by Boyd BGI from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the 99. Running the 9 car tonight, Kobe Cooper. To his outside, the Kinzer Racing Sim Team MVT Wicked Cushion 88 from Waverly, Nebraska. That's Cole Newhoffen. Row number 3 on the inside, the UDSRA Forest Waggy I-55 Lawyers from St. Louis, Missouri. That's a 73 of Larry Moody. And on his outside, the 88 of Garrett Boyd. On the inside of row number 4, the 11 of Shane Yates. And on the outside for Riverview Boat Storage, Bellevue, Iowa's 87 of Jack Leffler. And that'll round it out. Sorry, I got a little distracted there with our grid, but we have a good race going in heat race number 3. 3 wide is already working on lap number 2. It's Kobe Cooper and Cole Newhoffen battling it out. Cooper got the early race lead. Then it's Cole Newhoffen and Garrett Boyd. Newhoffen in the 8. Colby Cooper in the 88. Little correction from my announcement there in the grid. But you also got Larry Moody here in the battle now, trying to battle it out, pulling his way up on the bottom line. You see Larry Moody there looking to the inside of Cole Newhoffen. So it's the 9 of Kobe Cooper, the 8 of Cole Newhoffen, the 73 of Larry Moody, the 88 of Garrett Boyd, the top 4. Then it's Christopher Monroe, 0.2 of a second back. Shane Yates. Looks like Roger Wagner is going to run it. So correction, he is there in the 31 car, running in the back of the pack. So good to see our admin and series owner, Roger Wagner, getting the call here. Running some action here in the Wednesday Night Warrior Modified Series, brought to you by Wichita Tire and Alignment. He's currently running in the 7th position. As we have, there's a look at the back at Jake Leffler back there running 8th. But it's still with 3 laps left to go. Cody Cooper out front by a good margin, 0.7 of a second over Cole Newhoffen. Then it's Larry Moody and Garrett Boyd, the top 4 staying the same. We'll go back, take a look at Shane Yates. He's drawn up on the back of Garrett Boyd here, coming to 2 to go. Next time around will be 1 lap to go, and there it is, white flag in the air for your race leaders. Let's go take a look and see where Kobe Cooper is. Can he hold off a hard dive here by Newhoffen? Newhoffen almost puts himself in the outside fence. Cooper will take the win. Newhoffen second. Moody third. Boyd fourth. He'll hold off Shane Yates. Wagner, Monroe, and Lafleur all heading to our LCQs. Or excuse me, that was our C main. Correction. So that was taking 5 to the B main. My bad there. As we get set for our B main, we'll get them gridded out on track. Or maybe either way, let's get ready for our B main. We got our cars gridding out on track. On the inside, you got the Logan Andrews to his outside, the 28 of Zach Rounds. Let me get our camera set up here so you can see their cars. Row 2, on the inside, the 11 of Shane Yates, 20 of the outside, the 29 of Paul Crumry. Row 3, the 777 of Gary Budzine to the outside, Roger Wagner. Inside, the 93 of Rory Collins. Outside, 17 of Buddy Ware. Inside, or 017 of Buddy Ware. Inside, the 17 of Christopher Monroe. Outside, in the 10th spot, the 129 of Cooper Weiss. Row number 6 on the inside, Caden Batters in the 20. On the outside, Jack Lafleur in the 87. Looks like the 9 of Michael Stenroos will not make the call, but John Batista will. So we're going to have 13 cars ready to go. We'll see if Stenroos can make it before we go green flag racing. Maybe we skipped the C main, went straight to the B main. That could be what have happened. And I believe that is what did happen. I could be corrected. But either way, we are on our B main, ready to go. I forgot to check our sessions before we got ready for that last race. But we are green flag racing with our B main. Quite a few cars going to advance to our A main here. At least 4 will be going. As we get going, Logan Andrews has the early race lead in that 20 car. Zach Rounds on the outside. Rounds was your week 1 winner, so he knows he's got to find himself in a transfer spot here, and then he would have to work his way up through the pack a little bit if he was in order to win again and go back-to-back to start the season in week 1 and week 2. Week 1 was at USA Speedway. Rounds took the win, as we mentioned. Fields came second, and Newhoffen came third. Stenroos, in fact, did not make the start. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Let's go back and see who it is. I believe it's Jack Lafleur bringing out the caution. You see him on pit road there. So let's go back, take a look at instant replay. Oh, he got together. Yes, he did. Let's see if we can go back a little bit farther and see exactly who he got together with. Here it is on the restart, the 25 machine. Or is that the 29 machine? 29 machine. That's Cooper Weiss. He got together with here coming into one of the corners. Cooper Weiss. Oh, he got a little love tap from Roger Wagner there. But then it was Lafleur driving to the outside. And they got together eventually here. We don't want to miss the live action, so we're going to jump back. But we had a little action there. We'll jump back up to Logan Andrews, get you to your race leader. Cooper Weiss got together with Jack Lafleur. That put Lafleur on pit lane. He's getting some repairs. We'll see if he'll be able to join the pack. He's already 1 lap down. We'll see how far he is by the time he gets back on the racetrack. Well, it looks like his lap has been removed, so might still have an outside chance to make it here with about 9 to go, and we go back green flag racing here in our B main. Let's give you a shot from the stands. Good picture here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Going to decide our last few transfers to RA main. On the inside, Logan Andrews trying to make that inside work in that 20 car and caution on the racetrack already. Not quite sure. Rory Collins possibly. Let's go take a look. Something happened to Rory Collins here on the restart. He's got John Batista to his behind him, Roger Wagner to his outside. You see pace trucks pulling away. So we're about to go for a restart. I believe he's got Christopher Monroe there in front of him. Right on the back of Monroe. Does he get turned? Head off into 1 and 2. Yep, he tags Monroe. He goes around and he'll collect batters there as he just turned around right in front of him. And Caden Batters had nowhere to go with that 93 car of Rory Collins sitting there in front of the racetrack. We'll jump up. My scoring and timing is doing an update here. We'll get back up to our race leader, Logan Andrews. Hopefully, it looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, so we should be going green next time around. I think we've had more, or no, lights are still on, but they should go off when they cross the finish line this time. I think we've had more caution laps at this point than we've had racing laps. See what happens. Lights have gone out, so when they hit the backstretch this time, pace truck will pull away, and we'll go green flag racing. Top 10 real quick. Andrew Rounds, Yates, Crumry, Ware, Budzine, Collins, Wagner, Batista, Monroe. The top 10. We're going to have about 7 to 8 laps left to go, and the green flag comes back out. We'll see if Logan Andrews gets a good restart this time, and if we can stay green flag racing. Here we go. Rounds and Andrews into 1 and 2. Look at all the cars dive into the bottom. Look at Cumbry there in that 29 machine jumping to the outside. A lot of cars choosing that inside lane. Actually split about 50-50. Just more of the front cars going to that bottom side. Oh, Monroe got pretty sideways there that time through 1 and 2. Wagner almost got into him. Coming to halfway through, and we got another caution on the racetrack. Let's go see who it is. Roger Wagner, possibly? I think he might have got together with Rory Collins. Let's go look. Was it our series president and Edmond bringing out this caution? Microscopes on him this time as we head down the backstretch. We said Monroe got sideways at one point. They almost got together in 1 and 2. Something happened here as we go through. There's where they almost got together. Did it happen? Oh, he clipped the inside tire, then took a shot by quite a few cars. And then it was Rory Collins catching a little bit of Wagner there at the end as well. So Roger Wagner did, in fact, bring out our caution. Might have to harass him here later at the end of the night after we end the broadcast about that one. But let's get back up to the front of the field. Third caution. Let's see what we got. 7 laps left to go. Caution laps don't count. No lead changes. Still been Logan Andrews on the point. Lights should go out this time when they cross the start-finish line. There they in fact do. So when we get to the backstretch, pace truck will pull off once again for a 4th time. And Logan Andrews will give it another try. Zach Rounds has to be sitting back there in that second position. Almost figured out all the strategies Andrews has had on these restarts. See what he can do this time, if he can time it up just right. Out of 4 this time, 7 laps left to go. Here we go. Andrews on the throttle again. Green flag back in the air and a good jump. That time for Andrews over Rounds. Yates will go with them to the top side. It's Andrews, Rounds, Yates, Ware. Christopher Monroe now cracking the top 5. Then it's Crumry, Batista, Budzine, Wise, and Batters, the top 10. Wagner and Collins, the only 2 left on track in the 11th and 12th spots outside the top 10. Looking at our race leader, he's got a half a second lead here, coming to 4 to go. Zach Brown still trying to make that top side work. Shane Yates in the top 10. Buddy Ware in that 17 car trying to make it work. So it was correction. I called that Christopher Monroe. That's Buddy Ware. In fact, this is Christopher Monroe back here in that other 17 car. So here you go. Working on 3 to go. Logan Andrews has led since the green flag dropped. He's led every restart. Zach Brown's going to try to make a challenge here to give him something to compete with. That lead has closed. It's closed in a big way, down to 1/10 of a second, just under 2/10, as we're coming to white flag in the air. Or is it 2 laps to go? I might be getting ahead of myself here just a second. Nope, I was right. Had to wait for the timing there to update. Does Zach Brown's have something for him here in 3 and 4? He's going to push it on that top side coming out of 4. He's going to lead the whole B main and take the win. Logan Andrews wins round 2nd, Yates 3rd, Batista 4th, Ware 5th, Christopher Monroe 6th, Cumry 7th, Wise 8th, Wagner 9th, Batters 10th. That'll round out the top 10. We're taking at least 4 of those to our A main. We're going to get ready with a practice session. So while they do that, we're going to take some time to thank a few of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the finish of our practice session and our A main ready to go on track. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Welcome back, everybody, to the Wednesday Night Warrior Series brought to us by Wichita Tire and Alignment. We got a guest up here in the booth. Roger Wagner is going to join us here for our A main. Roger, welcome in. Ready for the A main action? Yes, I am. All right, we're getting set to grid out on the racetrack for our A main. On the inside of row number 1 is going to be Mason Hannigan. To his outside, the 60 is going to be Mason Hamill. Row number 2, starting third, will be Kobe Cooper. To his outside, Jacob Fields. Row number 3, starting fifth, Cody Kelly. Cole Newhoffen to his outside. Jacob Smuts on the inside of row number 4, Chase Crowder starting 8th on the outside. Row number 5 on the inside, Larry Moody. To his outside, Jeff Fitzpatrick. Row number 6, starting 11th, Blaze Baker. Starting 12th, Garrett Boyd. Row number 7 on the inside, Logan Andrews. His outside, Zach Rounds. Row number 8 on the inside, starting 15, Shane Yates. Starting 16th, John Batista. Row number 9 on the inside, Buddy Ware. Onto his outside, Christopher Monroe. And rounding it out in 19th, Paul Crumry. And on his outside, Cooper Weiss. We'll get set for our action here tonight. We're going to go 35 laps here for our A main. Yeah, Mason Hamill has had quite the night tonight. Starting on the front row, we'll see what will happen here in the A main. So we are underway, working on lap number 1. Kobe Cooper, your race leader. It's quite the action back behind him. Cooper in that 9 car working that bottom line through 1 and 2. Along with Mason Hannigan back there now in the 3rd position as there's a battle for the lead. Jacob Fields trying to take over this race lead. Tracks worked in nicely here with this practice session. Hannigan to the top side now, trying to make a run through 3 and 4, coming around to complete lap 5 of 35. Hannigan had a run that time. He'll reclaim the lead. Cooper now has it through 1 and 2. Down the back stretch, Hannigan will get a good run off the top side. We'll see if he can hold it through 3 and 4. Fields look to the inside of Cooper again there in 3 and 4. Hannigan gets a good run. Here comes Hamill along with him. Contact there between Fields and Cooper. That's going to back them up, and that's going to bring out our caution. So we will get ready to go. Green flag racing once again after our first caution. Hannigan, Hamill, Cooper, Fields, Schmutz, the top 5. Newhoffen, Kelly, Baker, Crowder, and Rounds, the top 10. right, we had Roger Wagner here in the booth with us, but audio's not working, and we got to fix it here when we get a break. We might have to take a quick second to figure out what's going on. We had the cars in here as well, but everything not here anymore. So I don't know what happened to my desktop audio. But we got racing on the racetrack. Mason Hannigan still out front. He's taking the race lead over from Kobe Cooper, and now Cole Newhoffen jumping up in the battle. As we're working on lap 9 of 35. Great battle up here for the race lead. We've stayed up here most of the night because of that's where the action has been. You take a look there from the stands view, and it was pretty crazy back there behind these leaders. Newhoffen now driving through 3 and 4, trying to make that work. 3 wide coming out of the corner, Newhoffen. Then I believe it was Hannigan, and then Cooper making it work out of there. Here comes the 77 of Jacob Fields or Blaze Baker, excuse me, trying to drive his way up through the field. Making his way around. We're going to got to jump back up here to Cole Newhoffen, who's claimed the race lead. He's starting to pull away. We want to keep an eye back here on the rest of the pack. Don't want to get away from the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th battle. Now add 6th, 7th. It is getting chaotic back here behind our race leader, Cole Newhoffen. Newhoffen probably is in the best seat in the house right now. He's just driving away from this battle as he's got about an 0.8 of a second lead over everyone. Here comes Jacob Fields diving it on down in there. And that 007 car trying to make it work. He's now in a podium position. Hannigan slides up. He gets contact from the 66 of Hamill. Now they're piling up. That's going to bring out a caution. Blaze Baker might have been involved in there. There was quite a few cars. Hannigan was able to drive away. Let's go take a look. Jacob Fields here. See him battling with Hannigan here. I don't know who got into the wall. Someone did. Hannigan slid up, and then he got tagged by Hamill. He turns the 9 car. I believe that is Kobe Cooper that got turned there. And then it was just a pile up from there with Cooper taking the worst of it. We'll jump back up to our race leader, Cole Newhoffen. We're going to take 1 second. I'm going to try to fix something real quick while we're under caution. See if we can get the cars back into your audio mixer here, so that way we can witness what is going on the racetrack. All right, we're going to try to fix it. Still not working, so I don't know what the heck happened there, because we had racer audio for a long time, and we could hear what was going on with the cars, and all of a sudden it just disappeared off my screen. We got another caution on the racetrack just as we started to get going here. Chase Crowder, possibly. Let's go back and look. Off the restart. We're about halfway through this feature. Oh, you see Hummel getting into the wall there, riding the wall, and then, yes, he collects Chase Crowder there. Turns into a disaster for both of them, and you wonder if Hummel had some issues. You see a little payback there at the end. Crowder not very happy with Hummel. You wonder if that was directly from getting into some contact earlier in the race. All right, we are back green flag racing here. Hopefully we can make this one till the end. As we got Cole Newhoffen out in the lead, making his way around the racetrack here. Out front, then it's Blaze Baker in third. Sorry about the no car sound, guys. I don't know what happened. We had it, at least I thought we had it early on, and it's kind of gone away now. I've tried to fix it, don't know what's going on. We'll try to get it fixed up for tomorrow night, but got about 16 laps left to go. Blaze Baker solidly in that third place spot, but Mason Hannigan is under attack. Blaze Baker solidly in that second spot. Hannigan under heavy attack for the third place spot. Looks like Cody Kelly's there now into that third place spot. Jacob Smuts, John Batista, Zach Rounds all up there. Remember, Zach Rounds won round one. Cole Newhoffen trying to take a good shot into that points lead from week one by getting a win here in week two. Rounds trying to start off his season with a great start. He's going to give a tap to Hannigan there, put him into the wall. Now Hannigan riding that outside wall. That car going to start to become painfully slow. We'll jump back up here to who now has that third spot. That's Cody Kelly coming with 11 laps to go. Jacob Smuts in fourth. Zach Rounds in fifth. We'll see if Rounds can make his way back up to the podium. We got a caution on the racetrack. Let's see. Cody Cooper again. Let's go see. Cooper running. That looks like Monroe. Smuts is in front of him. Hannigan's up top. Is there a little contact here? Or does he just spin it out? Smuts goes up the racetrack. Yep, there it is. Collected with the 20 car. Hannigan's involved. I believe Buddy Ware might be involved. Quite a few cars in that caution. We'll jump back up once again. We'll get Cole Newhoffen up here. Blaze Baker's just as good. We got about 10 laps to go green flag racing. We're going to jump out just one quick more time. I want to see if I can figure something out one last time. Bear with me for just a second. and see if I can get audio into your cars at home. No audio there. I'm going to try one more thing. I don't know what else to do here. We're not coming onto the racetrack. We're going to go back live so you don't miss any of this action as we get ready to go green flag racing once again. Don't know what's going on here with my audio. There should be audio coming through, but we have nothing showing. So here we go. 10 laps left to go. It is Cole Newhoffen in the lead. Can he hold on for these final few laps? Blaze Baker now under attack from Cody Kelly. This restart drew them all back in. Let's go look behind Cody Kelly. They are 3 wide, and he is going to be under attack here in a second. Schmutz is there. Rounds is there. Batista is there. The 007 of Fields is there. They are all hunting for that final spot here in week number 2 of the DSRL Wednesday Night Warrior Modified Series, brought to you by Wichita Tire and Alignment. Can Cody Kelly hold on and bring home a podium finish, or one of these guys going to spoil the party? Blaze Baker has even more pressure because he's got Cody Kelly behind him, trying to challenge for that second position. Working on coming to 6 to go. Schmutz was almost sideways. Rounds is going to try to make it 3 wide. Almost spun out Schmutz and Batista. Now he's going to get tapped a little bit. Into the wall goes Jacob Fields. That's going to slow him up. So Schmutz right now the one with the best shot at taking a stab at Cody Kelly. He gets a good run down the backstretch. Caution on the racetrack. Let's see. Buddy Ware's down pit road. Or was saying he was. Did he have something to do here? Looks like Hannigan got in the wall once again. He comes up, bounces out in front. They don't make any contact. Not there, at least, when they come out of the corner, do they? Not seeing anything there. Give it a few more seconds. Oh, there it is. Was that Logan Andrews? Might have been. Logan Andrews there going up and over in the right-hand portion of the screen. So we've had some fun action up front at the front of the field. We'll get set to go here. We're going to have about 5 laps left to go when we in fact do go green flag racing. Cole Newhoffen still out front, followed by Blaze Baker, Cody Kelly. Let's keep an eye on Cody Kelly as we get ready to go racing again. He's got that final podium position. Smutch is looking to the inside along with everyone else. Can they hold on? Smutch looking to the inside. Can he get it through 3 and 4 this time? Can't get it there. They go into 1 and 2. Cole Newhoffen still out front. Blaze Baker able to pull away here in that second position. He's going to blink off the screen for a minute, but he's going to come back. There he is. Cody Kelly doing all he can. He's got to make his car 3 wide. Well, that'll help. Schmutz and Crowder get into each other. That allows Batista to drive up to the 4 spot. So now instead of blocking 4, he's only got to block John Batista. Here comes Batista through the middle of 3 and 4. Going to try to get a tire to the outside of Kelly. Now he's got to run down the front stretch. Batista had it at the line. We'll see if he can hold it with 2 to go as they head down the backstretch. Schmutz is right behind Batista and Kelly. Coming to the line this time, white flag will be in the air. Who's going to have it? Kelly slides up the racetrack. That's going to hand it to Batista for third. Can he hold on as the white flag is in the air? Cole Newhoffen has pulled away. He's checked out. He's in 3 and 4. He's going to come around. He got a podium finish last week or 2 weeks ago when we were last racing. He's going to take the race win this week. Batista is going to get that third spot. And Blaze Baker will end up on the podium. We might have to take a minute or two here to finish up before we get to our podium interviews. We're going to have to see what happens when we get them pulled around here. Cole Newhoffen takes the win there. He's going to do a backwards Polish victory lap into a donut right there on your TV screen. Big win for Cole Newhoffen. Blaze Baker comes across in second, and John Batista will come across in third. Going to have to play around here for a minute. I believe Cole Newhoffen is still doing his celebration. So while he does that, we're going to play around here for a second and see if I can get this to work so that way we can get interviews in and end our night the right way. Let's see. Cole Newhoffen still celebrating around track. I know we don't have it on camera right now, but believe me, he is burning the place down. I am trying everything right now to see what of my audio settings will work to try to get us. All right, we will head on into our interviews. Hopefully we get everything set up here. Cole Newhoffen finally parks his car, and we'll get a shot there for a second and get him set to go. So let's bring up our third place finisher, John Batista. We'll pull him up in the booth with us here for a second. We'll see if this will work. John Batista, you got me, buddy. Pretty good. I'd have to say it's pretty good for your perspective as well. Third place finish here tonight. What contributed to your success here at Charlotte? Yeah, it did. Quite a few cautions there that we've seen the last couple weeks. Did you have to change up your restart strategy at all to try to make your way up through there at all? All right. Is there anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way tonight? All right. John Batista, our third place finisher here tonight in week number 2. We'll get the rest of the guys up here as well. We'll bring in our second place finisher, Blaze Baker. We'll get him on in here as well in a second. I don't know if this is actually going to work for you guys, but we're going to do the interview anyway. So let's bring Blaze up here in the booth. Blaze, you got me? Pretty good, man. I believe this is might be your first night in the series and finishing it with a second place finish. Just kind of talk about your night overall. Yeah, Cole was pretty fast most of the night. Was there a certain point in the race where you knew you might not be able to get to him? All right, is there anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way tonight? All right. Well, no problem. Congratulations on the second place finish tonight. And we will get our winner here tonight from week number 2, Cole Newhoffen, up here in the broadcast booth. Cole, do you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, last 2 weeks ago now, you started it off with a third place finish, or at least a podium finish, I believe. And tonight, you come back and get the win. What was it, the racetrack, or did you just find something special out there with your car tonight?
Yeah, I really like Charlotte. I'm not a fan of USA, so I was kind of felt good to get a podium there because I don't like that track. But yeah, I like Charlotte a lot. I feel like I'd have a good chance if I could get the top rolling like I did there.
All right, man. Pretty fast car tonight. Was there anything special, top line, bottom line, that you found was more dominant throughout most of the night, where you could pick up that speed?
Yeah, I just ran the top pretty much the whole race, and the last bit I did a slide line 3 and 4. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the top is pretty dominant for the most part.
All right. Was there anyone you want to thank on before we send you on your way with your win tonight?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Maverick Simulations, Brett Newpert, Wicked Cushion, Painting by Tuna Can, Billy Rowley, and Jay-Z iRacing Photos.
All right. Well, that is our race winner here in week number 2, Cole Newhoffen. Unfortunately, right there at the minute, I decided to check one last thing, change one last setting, and everything came back together. So, had a few mistakes. We'll work it out. Apologize to those guys if that interviews did not come through. All 3 gave a great interview and thanked all their sponsors. And we're going to wrap it up. We'll give you the results one last time here before we send you on our way tonight. Let's give us our finishing order. Your race winner, of course, was Cole Newhoffen. Blaze Baker making his debut here in the Wednesday Night Warrior Series comes across in second. John Batista finishing in third. Jacob Smuts in fourth. Chase Crowder rounding out your top 5. Cody Kelly fell back to 6th. Zach Around 7th. Garrett Boyd 8th. Mason Hannigan had a few issues getting into the wall, but he'll come across in 9th. Buddy Baker in 10th. Christopher Monroe just finishes outside the top 10 in 11th. Jeff Fitzpatrick 12th. 13th. Cody Cooper. 14th. Jacob Fields. Larry Moody rounds out your top 15. Shane Yates 16th. Logan Andrews 17th. Mason Hamill 18th. Cooper Wise 19th. And Paul Crumry in 20th. Once again, congratulations to those top 3. pretty good night of racing. Cautions, of course, got in the way, as we've seen quite a few times here in both the races this season, but it was another podium finish for Cole Newhoffen. This time he takes the win. Come back and join us tomorrow night for our another series of racing here at the Dirt Racing Network. And I believe there might be Hale's Corner on Sunday night as well with Roger Wagner. I'm Dominic Santina. Sorry for the few mistakes we had, but it's what happens with the technology. We'll get it straightened out for tomorrow night. Come back, see some more great racing action. And for Roger Wagner, I'm Dominic Santina. Thank you for watching and have a good night.